on it. And them are re-prosperity. We are re-bitter medicine. Him they promise sweet and him bring it come give way. Him they just repackage it. I would on a fell hook, line and sinker. I say that to say this. If it's my vote alone for make Mark Walling with, him have it. If it's my vote alone, him have it. Because guess what? I'm tired of this abusive relationship. I want to cut the card. I want to free myself off of it. So my one vote will make that difference. What will yours say? Comrade, all steadfast, all true. We want better, we demand better, and we're going to get better because it's the onus is on us to get better for ourselves and our generation that is coming up after us. If you not do it for yourself, do it for them. Because they need proper education. You can't have a society that is moving forward with only 18% of students that are literate, or have 5 or more passes. You cannot move forward with that. Because what it is said is that the majority cannot help the country move forward. And then the minority, them are going to look for migrate. Everything need fixing. Everything need fixing. Name me one sector that is working. One. Name me one sector that is working. So everything have to go fix. We have to go back to the drawing board. Comrades, Mark Golden has a vision. Him not burden with. He must say what dead him can work with. Him will plan a new trajectory without burdening us because we're already burdening us. My one vote will put him there. Will yours? Dre? Comrades, the word is love. Thank you.
Every time. Boy, me I tell you, always powerful, always impactful. Big up yourself, Comrade Sadler. Boy, I would have listened to you all afternoon. Love, love, and love alone. Me head boy, Wagwan Howard, your time. Your time. PNP power, power to the people. You're after Howard. Yes, Howard, go ahead.
Morning, comrades. Dre, you have done a marvelous job.
Thank you, sir.
In terms of explaining the polls to the people, especially to the comrades.
Yes, yes.
And it's not only going to stop there. We have to keep until they get it right.
True.
Dre, what we warn them of, what will happen, and what will come. And I tell you why the government managed to claw back. And 4%. They don't gain anything, you know. But listen, we warn them. At the time of the last poll of 9%, tomato was $1,000 a pound. Cabbage was $1,200. And we were fresh off our conferences, so we had a bounce, and it was conducted during the time of the high food prices. What this government have done, and we have warned you, every single member of parliament becomes distributor for food. If you go in the market now, Dre, as we speak, today's news, farmers are giving away tomato for $10 a pound, all because of imported tomato by the Jamaica Labour Party. And we warn them and tell them it is going to kill our local crop. Don't do it. Everything right now in the market. And some of you may look at the cost, but when they buy the foreign tomato, you put it down. It can't last. And when you have it in the fridge, it has spoiled. Look on the cabbage them. You see no worm upon them? No. Look on the yam them. And look and see how the yam them clean and pretty. They not have yellow yam, but you see white yam in the market. And so the tapering down of food prices is artificially to the detriment of the local farmers. For as we speak right now, all of those tomatoes that planted in December, the farmers are losing money. Today's news, 12 o'clock, farmers are giving away the tomato for $10 and $15 per pound. and it cost them like $100 in terms of production input. So clearly they're losing money. Some of them even bother to reap it. So I want you to listen and I want you to look, comrade, and see what the government is doing. Artificial economy. The economy is in a recession and the government controls everything. Today, again, after the Prime Minister give the police officers and the Commissioner of Police license to kill, Andrew Holness today come out and I say, officer, even though you not doing the work, but all strain. Jamaica, crime is at an all-time high. From the start of the year, over 200 people have been killed by the hands of criminals, and the government is downplaying the number. Guess what them said for the month of February? Only 47 people died for the month of February. So what I'm going to try to show you now, in terms of year to date, if you should calculate it for the whole of this year, Dre, based on the trajectory, is only 600 people are dead, which means to say crime is down by 100%. You expect the Jamaican people to believe it? How can you bring down the numbers last year at this time? Over 100 people died, and it come all the way down to 47. Where's the data? How many criminals have been charged? Not talking about locking up somebody and pull a full charge on them and keep them off of the street and tell the court don't give them bail. How many criminals have been successfully prosecuted? How many crime boss have been taken down? How many foot soldiers have been given a plea deal because the insurmountable evidence that is there before them? How many properties have been confiscated? How many cash have been seized? Because crime is big business. An AK-47 is for $800,000. A Glock is for $350,000 to $400,000. Half of who are firing that gun can't find food. So you must have a boss. So don't be fooled about this number that this police are give you. And if them claims that they might give you a number, why is it you are no longer putting out the crime figure out there for the newspaper and the television station? I dare you to prove it and to put it to the people that crime is down, and let it be seen. They don't tell us. Let it be seen. Allow the newspaper them to say, when last anyone on type in the comment, when last anyone on hear from the news a gunman killed somebody? When last? You can't hear it. And what the government do, because their polls are showing that the young men have nothing to do with this Jamaica Labour Party. So them send out a death squad. And the objective of the death squad, Dre, it will have implications on the voter turnout. For what will happen on election day? The police will be at the polling station awaiting all of these young men. They have nothing against them. But you're going to hear all of a sudden leading up to the election, Tom, Harry, Jane, person of interest, and then lock up everybody and they suppress all the young vote, especially from the male. And that is the tactics of this Jamaica Labour Party. With the death squad initiated. But what has happened? Why he said that? Because Jamaican for Justice and Indicom write Amnesty International and telling about the extrajudicial killing orchestrated by the government of Jamaica in the interest of putting out there that crime is done. If crime was done, why the Canadian ambassador, the Canadian government put out a travel advisory that to stay away from Jamaica? Why the England government put out a travel advisory? And you're trying to make the Jamaican people that at this time in terms of year to date, last year at this time, over 100 people died, and for the month of February, it cut down by 47, which is 103%. Unbelievable. Show us the data. Show us the data. When I said the data, for you to get that number down, you must have been doing something for the last 20 years, even during Tiago time, it's never that low. Oh, you bring it all the way down so low. All because of what? They suppress the freedom of expression. They no longer get the views. You no longer get the data coming from the newspaper. You no longer get it from the media houses. They just tell you anything at all. But guess what? We have news. They can't buy us out. And what they are doing, they're not doing themselves any justice because they lose a lot of viewers. Because nobody watch television anymore, Dre. People 60 and over who normally loyal to TV, Dre. This is the platform. People who normally loyal to the hotline and the talk show, it becomes one piece of infomercial for the Jamaica Labour Party. Every 10 minutes, a sponsored segment coming down, brought to you by the Ministry of Health, brought to you by the Ministry of Labour. Every outside broadcast coming from this ministry and that ministry. So the media becomes one piece of propaganda arm for the Jamaica Labour Party. So without social media and without people like you who are listening to the message, there will be no PNP. And I salute every one of you. That's why I gave you a charge and said they are suppressing our information. And when you come on this platform or any other platform that educate and highlight and inform, don't just keep the message to yourself. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And that is the only way we get out our messages out there. The labor rights are crying foul. Last night in New Jersey, our leader is there and he's talking to the diaspora and let them know the level of corruptions in government and in the private sector. And it's difficult to get out our message, and without social media to put out our message. So we have to be careful, as what Uncle Sidney said. And one thing I say to you, comrades, speaker after speaker last night, this is a different PNP. We are now paying no more Mr. Nice Guy and prepare. We are going to up the tempo and take it to the street to register our discourse in the people's court and in the court of the land. That time come and enough is enough. We have to send a clear message.